Hello, beautiful angels, and welcome to the spirits within us. My team's here and creators here. Any negative energy that's being sent towards the channel, to myself, or to you, the viewer, I'll transmute that into pure, unconditional love, light, and healing energies for our minds, bodies, and souls. I'll send love out to those that are sending it, and I hope that they find joy, peace, and happiness within their hearts. So, I don't know what we're reading on, as always, so we'll just split the deck and we'll see where we were guided. Okay, we have the Hermit, we have the High Priestess, and we have Judgment. Okay, so you've had, you know, in the past, obviously you went into hermit mode, you started looking within, you had lots of mountains to climb. It was a really emotional time for you, yeah? And you did see the light at the end of the tunnel, basically. And out of all of this solitude that you'd been in, you came out as the High Priestess, you know, with all the knowledge, the wisdom that you'd been learning from the when you were in the hermit mode. And as we have the Judgment card, it's basically telling me that judgment's been passed about any situations from the past. And we have, it looks as though there's spirit coming up, and basically your team's there, creators there. I believe that you're an healer. The hands are all glowy and shiny, and that it's the Judgment angel, basically, isn't it? And I do believe that your team are very close to you at this time. They have been, they always have been. When you were in your hermit phase, you were actually working with your team, basically. I'm going to do a little different today. I'm going to try and do one row from each deck that I'm guided to, basically, to give it a little bit of a mix-up. So over the hermit, we have servitude, loss of power or control. So you've always kind of been in service, and someone was trying to take away your power and your control. They were trying to make you lose power and control. This is why you went into the hermit mode. It looks as though they were trying to get you to serve them. It's a person, obviously, person, place or thing. And you know, they wanted you to basically serve them. So you went into your hermit mode, and because you can't be controlled, basically, you are the High Priest, High Priestess, and you do go to Creator, you go to Source, and you do, obviously, by the Judgment card, have your team working with you. So it was obviously somebody who wasn't very intelligent, to say the least. Let's see what the High Priestess has. We have the leadership. Vote today, person of authority, and that's you. You are a person of authority. You were born to lead. You were born to be a leader. How could anyone possibly try and control someone as such as yourself? I believe you've got this aura about you where, you know, you're very standoffish. People find it, they stare at you. You've got people, you'll go out and people will be looking at you and you're thinking, wow, why are people looking at me? Why are they looking at me? It's nothing to do with that. It's just you've got this amazing aura. You're very, very shiny. You're very, you know, you've always been in control of your own life, of your own destiny. And I believe that when people do try to put you down and try to make you be in service of them, they have a fight on their hands, basically, because you won't put up with it. You will not put up with anyone trying to tell you what to do. And I know people say, well, that's being a bit headstrong, but at the end of the day, if you know who you are, you know who you are. And obviously, if you are the High Priest, High Priestess, you definitely know who you are. You know you're a leader and you're meant to lead. That's it. You're not a follower at all. Over the Judgment, we have Archangel Gabriel with communications of all kind. And that's on the down. So there's no communications at all with whoever this individual from your past was, that tried to control you, tried to control the narrative in your life, tried to be the boss of you, basically. and there is no, you know, nothing, no communication of all kinds, and that's being done by your team, by your spirit team. Like I said, that your team are very close to you, and this is what's happening. Your team are the ones who are keeping this person away from you. I do believe they're punishing them. I do believe that the people, places or things that was trying to boss you around, tell you what to do, you know, they wish they'd never have done it now. Over the Hermit, we have Facet. Now, I always associate that with your team. Like I was saying, they're with you. They've got you there. They've had you since you were a child. They were with you before you even was born on this planet. They were already there with you. And it's strange that this card would just come up, because I was just chatting with one of my team who was a family member who actually got murdered before I was born, and she has always been my gatekeeper. And so, you know, that this is probably why I was chatting, because there's people who have passed, not just of your family lineage who you know, like what, 4 generations back, say, or have heard about. You've also got a team that has been there going way back from the beginning of your creation, because every time a person in your family has passed on, they come and work with you, and not just them, the people who they've worked with when they've been working, you know, through their lifetime and their other lifetimes. So you don't only have the lifetime of them, you have the lifetime of all and everyone that have ever been with them and around them. So you have an amazing team who work with you, because I do believe that you are very spiritual. You know, whether you do this kind of work or not, but you do connect very good with Creator and with your team. And over the High Priestess, there is going to be no renewal to anything from the past. There will be no renewal for these people, places and things who try to bring you down, because basically they cannot get on your level. You're very grounded at the moment with your root chakra, and we have the root and we have the solar plexus. I always have to remember them. So what I do suggest to you is, at this time, to every time you do your chakra cleansing, release and let go, cut cords on each individual chakra as you go along, as you cleanse them, as you purify them, as the old goes out and the new comes in. Also cut the cords to each and every chakra as you're working on them. We're going to go over to the Judgment, and we have Service. So I believe that, as I said, with your team, and what we was talking about your team, it's passed over loved ones of yours who these were the ones who were around when this individual was doing things wrong to you. And I believe that you looked after this loved one before they actually passed on. So either it's got a lady figure here, it's a nan, you know, yeah, a nan, or you've also got like 2 parents there, so it could have been your parents also. So I believe that you did look after them, and because they're very close to you, and they're always going to be close to you, they could see what was happening, they knew what was happening, and they were telling you all along through this see, I'm going to say people, places and things, but I do believe it was a person. It was a person who was doing this to you, and they were telling you, and you know, you've always been of service to them. And I believe you're still of service to them because you work with them, but they're of service to you also. You've got a very good team who you've always connected with, basically, and these are the ones who are stopping this person. But also, I believe that the person who was bringing bad towards your life, and you know, trying to boss you around, control you, tell you what to do, try not for you not to be the leader that you were born to be. I do believe that they're not very well at this moment in time. I believe that we have got a sick bed there. So I do believe that they are actually on a sick bed. They are not very well at the moment. I have no idea who it is. You'll know who it is. Over the Hermit, we have the wisdom. They had Tree of Wisdom. They had no wisdom at all. They didn't have any wisdom or knowledge of who you actually were. We'll read it, yeah. The tree, Dorad, will help you to navigate through your current situations. A flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. So they never was listening. I do believe that the person who from your past was trying to control you. They weren't listening. They wasn't listening. They had no wisdom at all. They had no knowledge. I don't think they had any insight. I don't think they were in their north node at all. They were well into their south node and they didn't listen. Yet on the other hand, it's over the Hermit. So I believe you was listening to your team. I believe you had Creator there, and I believe that it was an awakening stage as well again for you. We have over the High Priestess, we have Inner Child, and that's on the downward. So they had no connection to their inner child, but I'm also feeling they were trying to attack your inner child, basically. This is the fairies of playfulness. Remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. So they wasn't willing to be fun with you in this partnership, in this relationship. Partnership, it could have been a partnership, yeah. Not just a friend, a partner, a lover, maybe, yeah. And I believe they were trying to attack your inner child. That wasn't very fun. They probably come back in being fun, but all along they were just trying to attack your inner child. I believe that because you are the High Priestess, you was aware of this. You was aware of what they were doing to you, and obviously, as I said to you, but I've just looked and noticed we've got all the lower 3 chakras. So I believe that they were actually attacking those lower 3 chakras. You know, your sacral, your root, and your solar plexus. So that's why they were attacking you, basically. Over the Judgment, we have light, and that's come on the upside. So the Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light into your current situation, and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So this is what over the Judgment card. So because you are light, and because you remained on the path of light, you have always had an understanding of light and dark, and I do believe that you knew that you could overpower this person that was putting this upon you, that they were doing to you. You knew that you were obviously higher ranking than them. That's where I'm getting, because the cards are saying it all. You were basically higher ranking. I mean, you've got a team who work with you, who are now there passing the judgment, keeping them away from you. It looks as though they're plaguing them, basically. I think your team are onto them in their dreams also. This individual who was trying to attack you, I believe they were trying to attack your dreamscape, and your team are onto them now, attacking them in their dreamscape. We're going to do the Angels of Atlantis. I'm going to try and do as many ones as I can, so we can get different picture, yeah. But I do believe that they were just there to attack you, basically. Okay, we have Samuel with beginnings. So there will be no new beginnings. there will be no new beginnings for this individual who is trying to attack you, who actually, I believe they were trying to attack you also when you were in hermit mode, when you were trying to work on yourself. They were attacking you then as well, basically. Over the High Priestess, we have Aniel with courage. They couldn't understand where you got your courage from. You've always been a courageous person. They had none. They had no courage whatsoever. I do believe that they actually said to you, not just about courage, but about, what was the other word? Confidence. You're so confident. Well, how come you're so confident? They hadn't got confidence. They were trying to knock your confidence, basically. So, and they never had the courage to become the High Priest or the High Priestess, although you did. You know, they didn't have the courage to step up into their North Node and join you in a better, higher perspective, in another, you know, a bit of an higher dimension, basically, than what they were in at the time. And they decided not to. They turned their back on you. Over the Judgment, we have Uriel with freedom. There is no freedom for this person anymore. And I am saying a person because I do believe it was a person. We'll get that at the end more than likely. Because your team's onto them. Your team are onto these individuals now. And they are... I just got I'm torturing them. So basically that's what they're doing, just like they were doing to you. They are getting exactly back what they were doing to you. Now we're going to do I haven't done these for a while, the tea leaves, so we're going to see what we can get off the tea leaves, which are very hard to shuffle, but we'll see what we can get. So over the Hermit, we have a cat, a two-faced friend. So there was also, you also had a friend who was involved in this. There wasn't only just this partner who you was with, who you was involved with. It seems as though you had a friend around you at the time, and they were being very two-faced with you. Dead sly, very sly. You know, they were, you know what they're like, two-faced people. We have the High Priestess, we have dogs getting together with friends. So yeah, this individual who you were in a relationship with, they, excuse me, I believe that you had a very close friend around you at the time. And this friend was supposed to be coming in to help you because it's over the Hermit. I believe that you knew what was going on. You knew, I just got that there was spell work being done on you. You actually knew that there was some sort of spell work being done on you, and you asked a friend, you asked someone for help, but they were being two-faced. And basically over the High Priest, High Priestess, you've got getting together with friends. So basically they also went behind your back with this partner who you were seeing at the time. And I do believe this is what triggered you to, you know, you sort of realised then, you knew exactly what was going on, but you never said anything because you knew that Judgment was going to be passed. And over the Judgment, we actually have the Forest with muddled, unclear thinking. So this is what they were trying to do, and this is why Judgment was called. Because it's like you can't see, you know, in the forest there's a saying, and you can't see the summit for the trees. So they were trying to muddle your mind. I believe that you were saying to this friend what was happening, and they were saying, oh no, I like them, I think they're good, because they were seeing this person behind your back as well. I don't believe that they were the only person they were seeing a lot of others too. But yeah, the friend also was seeing the person behind your back. And over the Hermit, we have a casket. Someone's going out of your life, or the end of a situation. So yeah, because you knew who they were, because you was going into hermit mode, you put yourself into hermit mode, and you actually removed this two-faced friend from your life because you knew what they were doing. You knew that they couldn't be trusted, and I think even when you actually brought this friend in your life to help you with this situation, this friend did say to you, "Don't trust me, do you?" And you said, "No, I don't trust anyone." But you know, you knew, and I think that you'd come across this friend on a few occasions. You knew of them, but you didn't actually know them properly, as in someone who'd be around, like you'd see on a few days a week, or you'd probably go out drinking or a meal or something like that. So you didn't know them that well until this point, and it seems as though they started to hang around with you more because they were after your partner, basically. And this is what actually happened, because they were coming round continuously, because they wasn't really into you as a friend. They were seeing your partner behind your back, whether it was a male or a female, whatever roles, you know. Over the High Priestess, we have the ink pot with problems to be resolved. So you knew there were problems, and you knew what was going on. So you actually resolved them. I believe that you removed this partner, and you removed this friend also from your life. This is when you went into hermit mode. You basically removed everyone from your life and started doing the work on yourself. Because you were the High Priestess, and you knew exactly who you were. You just never said to these people who you were properly, you know, because they didn't believe you anyway. You've always been a leader. They thought they were the leaders, but they wasn't the leaders at all. Over the Judgment, we have the dog close up, pleasure with a close friend, and I didn't say that. So yeah, they were having pleasure with your close friend, and so basically, yeah, it was your partner was having relationships with your friend behind your back also. Over the Hermit, we have September. So whether their birthday is September, whether you can associate this was the time of the year when you met them, when you separated from them. September was involved in this situation somewhere along the line. It was around about September. It could also be your birthday, but we have September. We have over the High Priestess, career. So yeah, they were jealous of who you were. They were jealous of your leadership role. They were jealous of who you are, what you could do. They tried to mess with your career, basically. They tried to take what you had. So and everything. I believe they were blocking your career. They were blocking what you could do. They were probably even blocking your third eye. You know, they were trying to block you from seeing, block you from your own intuition, but they could not block an High Priestess. No way. You let them think they did, but they didn't. You knew everything that was going on. Over the Judgment, we have the Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. So either your friend or your lover was basically stubborn, but what I got then was the pair of them are stubborn. The pair of them were stubborn, so they were good for each other, basically. That's what they've just said. They were both stubborn and they were good for each other, so it's better to let them go. And you did. You went to the army, and that's why Judgment, because they were both stubborn individuals, and I believe that both of these people were arguing with you. They were both bringing drama into your life and muddling your thoughts, feelings and actions. So you didn't actually know where to turn. I do believe that you were going through an awakening at the time, and this is why you came under attack by these people. You know, it was written for this to happen. We have a pig. Beware of greed. So one of the individuals, whether it be, you know, your partner or your friend, be it male or female, switch the roles. They were very greedy. But I do believe that the pair of them were greedy, because they've just said to me the pair of them were greedy. They were very greedy, the pair of them. The partner was, both of them were after money continuously. That they wanted money, possessions, very greedy. Anything they could get their hands onto, that's what they would get. That's what they wanted. They wanted it all, and they was not going to be satisfied until they got it all. And basically, they wanted what you got, whether you got a little or a lot. They wanted it because they were greedy individuals. Over the High Priestess, we have the broom, new arm, new attitude. I've took the broom. I'm taking the broom because I believe that once you got rid of these individuals, you decorated, you changed everything around, you basically spruced up and cleaned your home from top to bottom. If that isn't the case, I believe that you either moved or you actually got a new attitude, basically, because you know this was just a lesson, basically, to trust your instincts. And I know that all too well. Trust your instincts, because your instincts will never ever guide you wrong, and your instincts at this point were on point, and you were so on point. And yeah, I believe that you have got some sort of Wiccan history with you. You've got high priestess witches that work with you, and you've also got people who do voodoo, basically, because you do believe in that, but you do also work with light and dark. So it doesn't really matter, because they are all from Creator. So this is who's with you, and this is what I'm associating the broom with, and it's a lovely time of year, October. So which is going to bring in all of your spiritual prowess, basically, all the people and places and things that work with you, who love you, who are one with you, who guided you through this situation. So anyway, yeah, you cleaned out, basically. Over the Judgment, we have the Ant, work, achievements and success. So yeah, you cleaned out, you cleaned them out, and you took your time and you worked on yourself. With ants work as a team, don't they? So basically, you went and you worked with your team, and you started achieving your goals. You started becoming successful in your own right. You started doing things on your own. You started to keep your mouth shut and not tell anyone, basically. Over the Hermit, we have the Barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money or goals. Yeah, I do believe you don't feel as though it's lacking. I do believe that you are, and I was going to say it before it actually came, I do believe that you are celibate, and you are working on your money and your goals at the moment. And I believe that you are love. You do believe in love. You do give love out. But that isn't the top of your list at the moment because of things that have happened. You're just working on your goals, your money, and your achievements, basically. Over the High Priestess, we have the Bat. Take care, enemies are working against you. So you knew that these people were enemies. You knew that they were there. And with the Bat, I do believe that they were working over night time. So I do believe they were doing some form of spell work under the moon. They were doing messing with your intuition. I believe that your partner, whether it be a male or a female, was attacking all of your lower chakras when you were being intimate. And I believe that you could feel this, and also that they wasn't working alone on that. I believe they had a couple of other people who was working with them behind the scenes, and your intuition told you who these other two people were, and you were quite aware that they were trying to get into your body, basically, when you was being intimate with this person who they were also intimate with. So it wasn't just your lover and your friend, it was also your lover's friends who you didn't even know, basically. Over the Judgment, we have a chains of events that will affect your life. So yeah, and they were trying to bind you, basically, to them. They were trying to bind you to them as a group of individuals. I believe because we had the witchcraft sort of things come up, they were trying to do dark magic, and I believe there was some sort of a coven that were working behind the scenes to overpower you and to take your abundance, your everything from you, basically. But unknowns to them, you are the high priest, high priestess, and they wasn't going to do that. And also, I just got, because of the judgment, all chains are broken. Your team have just said, well, my team have just said, all chains are broken, that they cannot get near you. There is nothing. All the chakra chains and the bindings that they tried to put on to captivate you, they're all broken now. Everything is gone, and you're basically on a clear home run, basically. We have over the Hermit purse. Pay attention to your finances. So you are being asked to pull the strings of your finances back at the moment. I do believe you have been overspending a little bit, and you're being asked to just watch what you're spending. You know, okay, you have got to spend to progress, but you don't need to spend so much. That's what I've just been told. Stop spending so much, you know. Over the High Priestess, we have the Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes, and you did. You always use your intuition, but your intuition is good. What I've just got is use your intuition with the purse, as in, if you are doing any kind of a gambling thing, just wait, and you will hear your team, as in either a buzzing, you will hear something, and they will tell you whether, yes, buy that scratch card or that lottery ticket, etc. You will be told. Don't just go and randomly buy them and think, oh, we'll have a go. Wait until your intuition tells you, you know. Always listen to your intuition, because your intuition is spot on. Over the Judgment, we have a whale with great worry over nothing. So all of everything that was happening to you in your past was just a great big worry over nothing, because these people wasn't nothing. They wasn't nothing for you. They wasn't nothing to you. All that they were there for was to wake you up and put you on the right track. So considering, as I know my team is very, very close and chattering, I'm going to do, this is like, they're just messages from Spirit, basically. So I'm going to say what your team or your loved ones in Spirit would like to say to you, and then we're going to close out the reading. So, okay, over the Hermit, we have, I see all of your thoughts. So yeah, they see all of your thoughts, right? So they're just saying, my team is saying to me, so every time you're thinking about something and you're worrying about something, because it's followed on from the worry card, they're there. They basically, when something goes on in your life and you start thinking about something, your team act on that. Every time your team act on your thoughts, feelings and actions. So if you have got some sort of, if you're thinking that someone is doing something wrong, or you kind of knew that your partner and your friend was playing it away behind your back, they went and watched. They were watching them. As soon as your intuition told you that something was wrong with your partner from either day one or whenever, or your friend or whoever, your team are always there. What they do, as soon as you think it, they're there and they go. And it's like, if you look, they go into the ethers and they watch and they come and report to you what they've seen, basically, because I know my lot do. So we have the High Priestess. There is no time where I am. Time is only on earth, and I always say that there is no time. Time is irrelevant. We just make time just for us to understand something and try and control something, as always. But the spirit realm and the angelic realm, all of the other realms, like the 7 heavens, you know, with the 10 heavens, how many, whatever, you know, they are all on the same kind of a wavelength, but on a different frequency. So there is no time, basically. So this is what I was saying. Whenever your thoughts, feelings and actions, they're there. They can do whatever they want, basically. Your team can be anywhere in any place in time. So when you do go into your meditation, and after you was in this hermit mode, you can actually think about a situation that has been playing on your mind and that you've been overthinking. Go into meditation and ask your team to assist you and take you to that place in time, so you can actually observe that place, so you can actually see what was going on, and they will show you what they saw. They will show you what you physically couldn't see. So basically that's what they're saying. Always trust in them. Trust that you are an high priest, high priestess, and trust that your team can do whatever you ask them to. And you know what I mean. Don't, not like being on a bad thing, but being on a good thing. That they're there and they're there for you, to help you, and that's what they're there for, and they will always be there. And over the judgment we have, I am just a thought away. And isn't that what I was saying? So yeah, they are just a thought away, basically. We have a little girl there with her dog looking in the water, very emotional, very emotions, very connected to your team, to your spirits, to your family, to your loved ones. And we're going to close the reading now. So over the hermit, we have the tower, and it's on the downward. So the towers are falling for these individuals, basically. Wow. Then we have the devil, and then we have the empress, which is you. So basically, this was a reading about your partner and your friend basically doing things behind your back, and also your partner who was doing dark magic with a coven on you, the spell work which was being put on you, a lot of deceit, a lot of illusions were being cast. But your team was there basically, and your team seen everything that was going on, because they've always been there, because you are the high priest, high priestess. There are major towers now falling in these individuals' lives, because your team are on them basically with the judgment, and all that line was full of spirit. It was full of your team doing the work there for you. And these devil energies, all these devil energies have now fallen, and you are the empress as well as the high priest, high priestess. You are the emperor, empress, and you're very fruitful, and you basically, you go through portals, you connect to Mother Earth, you're at one with Mother Earth and nature, and all of your enterprises, entrepreneurial skills, and everything that you put your mind to, your body, your soul to, is actually coming in for you at this moment in time, and it will do, because you are the high priest, high priestess. So I hope that you have found something from this, and if you're listening to this reading, just leave me a heart in the comments. That would be absolutely beautiful. Any colour, any size, whatever, And thanks for the likes, shares, subscribes, and those of you who have messaged asking for personal readings. I think I may be doing them in the new year. I am really busy at the moment, so I will try and fit some time in to get some personal readings in. So from myself, from my team, and from Creator, thanks for watching, guys, and we wish you unconditional love, light, and healing energy. Bye.